I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man.
All right, so I've been recording just so I can try to get us a good clip,
okay.
and that was a good clip because I'm gonna definitely have. I'm a man.
I'm a man. Why is it always? Why? There's always one fucking thing that I do that
Dude,
seems to
because
be
it's
like,
fucking
it's a good
hilarious.
clip. It's a good clip.
All right.
I can handle it. I can handle it.
All right. So I guess
yeah, please do the intro. God damn.
Oh shit.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Red Biggie Podcast. I took it from you.
You son of a bitch.
Call me a thief in the night because boy, I stole it.
God damn.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Dude.
How you been?
I'm doing good, dude. Today is the big 3-0. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
First off, no one under 21. But cheers, brother.
Don't tell me that because I was drinking when I was 7.
Also, I want to give a shout out real quick to Marissa. Okay, I'm a Funko collector.
Yep,
Marissa, so Marissa takes care of the baby at night. It's our schedule because I work obviously, and she's off for the summer. I have to give her a huge shout out, dude. She went to Walmart at 7 in the morning to go get me this Funko, the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like comic book one, dude. It's hard to show right now, but
that's so cool,
dude. I love that woman, man.
You got a spot for it yet, or
not yet? Well, so we're gonna hang up shelves. It'll let me free up some of this on my desk, and then I can put the comic book one on the desk. But
hell yeah. With
that being said, welcome everybody to the Red and Biggie Podcast. Like I said, it is the special 3-0 podcast episode. What are we on now? 8?
Episode 8.
I think, dude, that's 8. Nuts, dude. Remember, like, it was just an idea.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, let's just fuck around, right? Here we are, month 2, episode 8. And
we Nick Fury'd this shit,
Dude,
It started with an idea, you know what I mean?
Dude, it really did. And this was a big week for everybody. So I guess we're just gonna hop into it. First, we are going to every week, like always, highlight viewers' comments. And this week, once again, Big Bald Andrew Tanner, man, on Spotify.
Big balls, big. I've seen them. They're
cojones, massive. The biggest. Anyways, though, Andrew, his comment was he is changing it up this week. He's going to ask us something instead of responding to what we said. So, Biggie, I have a question for you, both for the content and Andrew's interest. What type of event or crime would you have to experience to pursue vigilante justice in real life? My God, dude, I can't read.
So the first thing that would have to happen is I'd have to lose a lot of weight.
Okay. So you would no longer be fat man.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, you could catch me off guard real quick, I guess, if I was. And I'm not chasing you. I'm getting in my car. Like I have a van. I have a minivan. You're gonna see me coming down the street.
You see me rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't turn my music down, so you're gonna hear it too. But no, I think if we're talking seriously, I think something would have to happen to my wife and kid. And I'd probably snap. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like the idea that like, Joker's whole, it just takes one bad day. You know what I mean? Like one bad day is what takes you to. And I fully believe that. I think sometimes.
I get that, dude. I get that.
What about you, man?
Dude, honestly, I swear to God, if Taco Bell runs out of the grilled cheese burrito, I'm pursuing it, dude. I am getting on it.
You were that close when they changed their menu up. You were like, you know what?
Yo, dog. They about had a Bruce Wayne situation here where his parents died. I almost went to fucking Tibet, dude, and started training, like in the ninja arts. All right. But no, in all seriousness, I think I'm with you, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like if we're being serious about it, but also my dog, dude, Ace. Fuck Duke, but Ace. Dude, if something happened to that dog, I'd be the next John Wick, brother. I would be the next John Wick.
You're
If
putting a
anything,
lot. You're putting a lot on a dog, man. Like that's.
it is Ace. He's the goodest boys.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not
Dude,
bad.
I love Ace.
He's a good dog. I like him. I like Ace.
Oh shit!
I
But
don't mind Duke. I don't mind Duke, but Ace. I like Ace.
Duke's a good dog. He's like what 6 or 7 months now, so he's learning, and he's a blue healer, so he got a lot of energy. But
he's just a little too rowdy.
Yeah. But actually, though, flipping the script on him, right?
Yeah.
So we answered it. I kind of want to know, anybody in the chat, what would make you guys pursue vigilante justice? Like I would assume, right? Like a normal person would have to say, like in all seriousness, like their dog or like a family member or something.
Right. Absolutely.
Like if someone's like, I lost I misstep, fell, and all of a sudden I was like Daredevil, like like some shit. Like dude, you need some fucking meds. But
I tripped and fell on the concrete and hurt my elbow, and now I seek revenge.
Oh my god, dude! Could you imagine? Well, there's probably people like that though, so I shouldn't say should you imagine.
I mean, there's words for people out there.
Shit, dude. But yeah, so Andrew, once again, thank you for the comment. Guys,
buddy.
don't be afraid.
Keep coming. Keep going.
But anyways, yeah, so I appreciate you commenting, dude. And once again, it's not because he's the only one watching, dude. So I think people are just maybe a little afraid, but hey, it's okay.
It's all right.
We'll only roast you every single time you comment. So
different strokes for different folks. It's all right, Some get off a little slower than others. Some of them need
it. Not me, dog. I am fucking Flash.
You got spit in the hand. You know what I mean? Like that.
A little bit of hawk to it.
That's right.
But anyways, so appreciate that. So we did have a big week though this week on social media for us starting out, right? So I think we should give some shout outs. Do you want to do the YouTube or Facebook guys?
I'll do Facebook since I'm kind of related to one. How about that? Okay,
how about that? So we are going to give a shout out on our YouTube section of it. First off, I'll say Spotify. We did increase by, I want to say we went up 13 viewers from our last one, which is big for us, listeners. But face and follower wise, I think we're up to like 7. So Andrew's kind of getting a little community over there with himself, so maybe he can tweedledee tweedledum those. But anyways, on YouTube though, we did, and this is for public viewing, so we're gonna give these people a shout out. Everybody else that did follow us, we appreciate it. We just can't see that you followed us. But Halo 3 Jed, Zach Batista, and Jonathan Caps, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys giving us the follow on YouTube. And for Facebook, John, you want to kind of take that over?
So Facebook, we had Jacob Jennings, good old Jacob there. We had Jerry Whitney. And we had my brother, James, and oh my God.
James. JJ, Jerry, James. Thank you, guys. Dude, the 3 J's. Holy shit. Yeah. I just realized that too. Fuck, dude.
That's scary. That's
yeah. So thank you guys for joining the Red and Biggie community. We really appreciate it. So I guess I'll kind of ask you this, kind of jumping into it, and we'll kind of go over the main topic after we talk about this. And we're switching up a little bit, guys, so stay tuned. We are talking about different stuff today. But as far as like what we've recently watched or played, Biggie, what have you been kind of watching or playing? Like, I know there's a couple movies, I think, or at least one that you watched.
Okay. So I haven't really been playing much besides Pokemon, and that's just because it's so easy for me to just pick it up and put it down. Now, recently, me and my son have taken to watching a Minecraft movie. I don't know if you've seen this yet.
No, I haven't. I want to. It's on HBO.
Dude, it is. It's a movie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's very.
Is it worth it? Go ahead. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's a decent watch.
It's okay, that's what I was afraid of. I saw a lot of bad reviews, but the people that were giving the reviews are like the type of person that's just gonna shit on anything. So
if you go into it and you're like, you know what, I'm here for a good time, I think you're gonna have a good time. If you go into it and you're like, I want Martin Scorsese level filming, then you're gonna be really disappointed.
Oh no, but you can't go into that stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And that's what I think that's what people do. But he loves the movie. He laughs every time there's a skeleton or zombie or creeper getting smacked around. He loves it. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. I think it's funny just because Jason Momoa and Jack Black, they like, you wouldn't assume it, but like it looks like they have either the gayest relationship together, which, hey, no hate, or they're just really good buddies who just love hanging out with each other. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's super. That their chemistry on screen is amazing.
And you said it was Jason Momoa and who? I'm sorry, I was
Jack Black.
Oh, dude, Jack Black, dude.
Yeah.
He's a legend, 100%. Is he not? Like I think the first
movie
right. I can remember. What, dude? I was about to say the first movie. I love Jack Black. First movie I could remember though would have been with him. Would have been School of Rock.
Okay.
And then, but my favorite movie. What's your favorite Jack Black? Like, I know it's off script here, but like favorite Jack Black. Mine's Nacho Libre, dude. Nacho.
Mine's Tenacious D.
Okay, that's pretty fucking good too, dude.
I love that movie. The music in it's amazing. Tenacious D as a band was amazing. I think they were really good. And it's got Meatloaf in it. You know what I mean? Like you can't beat Meatloaf and Ronnie James Dio. He's amazing. You know what I mean? Like that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he's amazing. That movie itself is something that should go down in history. I think.
Dude, 100% agree with that. But okay, so that's what you've been watching. Have
what about you?
Well, I was about to ask first. Have you played any games lately? I know you said much in Pokemon. I know you and Megan were playing that last night.
Megan and I played Pokemon last night. That's really all I've been able to pick up. I'm what there was one that I was looking at and I was like, oh, I really want to play that. I'm trying to remember what it was. It wasn't Death Stranding 2.
No. Oh, dude, we're gonna get into that later.
I don't remember. It's for some reason it's skipping my mind, but
okay.
I wanna get into something. I feel like I'm ready to play something a little more seriously now, and I just gotta find it. You know what I mean? Like I think Borderlands 4 is kind of what I'm waiting on, but at the same time,
that's what was the release date on that again? August, September. That's right. Oh yeah, with Hell Is Us and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna have to wait until that, and that's still 3 months away. I don't want to have to wait that long. So.
I guess if any of the viewers have any recommendations, I think because also on top of that, like I think we need as a community or just our friend group, I think we need to find something because I know Warzone's kind of getting a little repetitive. Like I enjoy it, but it's starting to get a little repetitive. I
hate to break it to the fans, but I retired from Warzone.
Yeah, he ended the Creamy Boys.
I did. Yeah, I didn't end it. I hung my coat up, and if somebody wants to pick up that creamy coat, that's up to them. You know what I mean?
No, and I'm with you, dude. Like I do enjoy it. That's my type of game, but you have I have to be playing with certain people now in order for me to like it. So, but yeah. So, anyways, as far as me, I know you asked that, dude. I played Sable. It's actually free. I don't know if it's free anymore. It was this past week on PlayStation Store and on Epic for the PC players that we have in the community. So I mean, I'm going to do a breakdown on it. I'm going to try to get that video. We're recording today on June 29th. I'm going to try to get that video released, no later than Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully I have it done, ready to go for Tuesday. But I played that. For what it is a really good game. It is not my type of game.
Okay.
So I played that a little bit. I've also been playing a shit ton of Backyard Baseball. That just came. So I had it on the PC. And they just released it on the PS5. And I'm like, you know what? Like when I'm on my PC, I like to play like when I say good game, I mean not something from the 90s, right? Not point and click.
Right.
But on the PlayStation, when I'm just trying to vibe, it's actually not bad. So I picked it up on the PlayStation. I think it was like $10, dude. Like literally, like no, it's like it's less than an hour's worth of wage. Yeah, at that point, like who cares? So I picked up Backyard Baseball 97, dude, and I've been playing the shit ton of it. I've been enjoying it, dude. It literally it sounds weird as a 30-year-old, right? And like it sounds more weird to say that now, but as a 30-year-old. Playing a game that makes you feel like you're a kid again is crazy. Like I forgot about that, like that feeling. And I'm enjoying it, dude. So Backyard Baseball. And then what I'm currently like maining though, I started it today, and I am doing a recording of it as my first time playthrough. Is Death Stranding 1 because number 2 just came out this week. And I would love to play Death Stranding 2 on stream for our channel. So I am playing it. And let me tell you what, the intro to that, dude. Holy shit, dog. My butthole was puckered. My nipples were hard. I was like, what the hell, dude? And then like it was just it's grabbed my attention. I'm gonna say that. And I don't typically play, like, you know me, I don't like scary games. So
I know.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I'll end up playing them on stream for you guys.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the day where we're like, hey, let's pick up some.
Let's play a horror type of deal,
yeah,
dude. I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But as far as what I want to watch, I haven't been watching anything lately. I actually did watch, and people are gonna be like, that's morbid as fuck, but I don't think I think the series is done. It was only like a 3-series, like mini series. But it's called The Mortician. I did watch that on HBO. It was about a guy in California. Basically was running a funeral home, and it's a true story. Was running a funeral home, and he was cremating people instead of, like, you're only be able to do like 4 to 6 in a day, like at like a high end place, and he was cremating like hundreds a day because he was putting the bodies in with each other. And then you find out too, investigating the funeral home. I don't want to, like, too many spoilers, but you find some stuff out. So like it was pretty interesting. So if you want to watch that.
So what you're saying is you leave with grandma, like you come in with grandma, but you come out with like grandma and something.
If it's even grandma,
Buddy George. Like
if it's even grandma at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
dude. So, anyways, yeah. So I watched The Mortician. I know it's morbid, but it was really interesting, dude. Like, it had me hooked because I like the true crime stuff. So it kind of like, that's how it was recommended to me. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? You know, it is what it is. But so I watched The Mortician. But what I want to watch, dude, we can't play it. I already looked into it. The trailer for Final Fantasy, for Fantastic Four. We can't play it for copyright reasons. However, the Eye Herald scene, sick as fuck.
Yeah,
dude, I want to watch it now. I was anti-Marvel. Like now I have to be like, okay, now I gotta go watch Deadpool. I gotta go watch the Thunderbirds. I gotta go watch.
No, you don't. I mean, Thunderbolts you should watch anyway.
Or Thunderbolts, yeah.
Fantastic movie. Yeah. Speaking of, I pre-ordered the limited edition steelbook of that. So
no shit. That. Okay, so I'll have to watch that. But
I love that movie that much, which is few and far between for me.
So like, I mean, we've talked about it before on our other episodes on podcasts. Like, I'm just anti-Marvel at this point. But that scene alone, I'm gonna end up watching it. I'm gonna see if me and Marissa don't go to movies often. I'm gonna be like, hey, can you please sacrifice so I can go watch this scene? But yeah, so Fantastic Four, you mentioned it, but I still want to watch it. Superman. And then for anybody interested, we are going to start on, John, you gave us a week, I think, right? Or Biggie, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was the week?
We're going to try to start next weekend on July 5th.
July 5th.
We're gonna do a rewatch of the entire Conjuring universe, and we're gonna try to do one movie a weekend leading up to the Conjuring: The Last Rite.
The Last Rites, which gets me into what I want to watch is which people kind of like, dude, you don't do horror. No, I don't do horror games. Horror movies I love, dude. Horror movies I love. Horror games.
You and I actually. You remember when we lived together and you and I watched the last Conjuring movie together? We watched.
What was that one? The devil. Dude, that fat ass like dead dude like charging and dude, that one sucked though. I will say
it wasn't a good.
I didn't like that one, but yeah, I want to watch The Conjuring: The Last Rites. So for those of you that are listening, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you guys are finding us at, once again, we appreciate you. But we will be doing community nights. In order to watch that, you do have to be following in the Discord community. So just, hit the links in our I think Linktree's going now. If not, just put it in the comments and we'll personally message you guys with the Discord link. So, but yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to watching. Yeah. So on to the next thing, which is what I'm excited for. We kind of decided, hey, let's start doing this because of Big Bald Andrew Channer asking us this question.
Now, hold on. You had said at the beginning of this, do you want me to eat my pastry now, or do you want me to eat my pastry?
Dude, I'm rushing it. You do it. Okay. What makes Biggie big, baby?
So this is Biggie's big bag choice of the week. Now, you guys, you can see that looks a little icky, probably.
I'm gonna take a bite of my little Sleezers right now.
I don't know if you guys know this. Philadelphia, the people who make the cream cheese, they also make a cheesecake like tub that you could just eat the cheesecake filling.
Which I did not know, by the way. You introduced me to that.
If you want to do that, do it 100%. It's amazing. Secondly, what my wife did was she decided, I'm going to get some puff pastry. I'm gonna take some of that cheesecake filling stuff, put it on the puff pastry, smooth it out, and she put some caramel on it for me because she knows I'm a fat bitch.
Who's that little fat bitch?
I'm gonna try this right now. This is my first time trying it. They just came out of the oven probably 20 minutes before we started, or 10 minutes before we started recording.
And before you bite it, too, guys, everyone watching, listening, we are gonna start doing try videos. We I think we decided that this weekend coming up, me and you are going to be doing a all you can eat Applebee's wing challenge. And we're just going to basically see who pussies out first.
We're going to see who goes plate for plate.
If there are any other food challenges or foods you want to see us try on the podcast and streams, let us know in the comments.
I'm going to say this right now. I want to do the hot ones. That's my one that I want to do for sure.
You mentioned that last time too, yeah.
We can go get some boneless wings from B-Dubs or something. We could.
Nah, dude, screw that, dude.
Do that.
No, screw that. Listen, let me put you on some local community here. I'm going to give you guys a plug for a store.
There you go.
Rabers in Mentone, probably in the their other location. I think it's in like North Miami School District. But regardless, the Rabers, like the Amish store, they got these boneless chicken wings, dude. You can get like 6 pounds for like $5.
Hell yeah.
Go there.
Hell yeah.
That's what we're using. But I'm down with that, dude. I am down with that.
All right. Now, I'm going to take a bite of this pastry and see how this is.
Oh, dude, that looks so good.
No crunch, but damn, that's delicious.
There's some sort of like cinnamon on that I can see.
No, there's no cinnamon.
What? Is it apple of some sort? Like, what's the drizzle?
No, it's just straight caramel.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That looks so... there was a crunch. That looks so good, dude.
Dude, I'm so fat.
Okay, so where do you get this filling? That's what I want to know. Where do you get this filling at, dude? Because
you got it at Walmart or something. You know what I mean? Like,
what I need you to do is send me a picture of it so I can get my store picker upper Marissa to get it for me.
I'm never losing weight.
Maybe that's content too. We do a weight loss. I don't know.
Damn it. God damn it, dude.
But dude, that looks so good. Okay, so what makes Biggie big? The cream cheese filling that you can buy. So does it taste like cheesecake then, or is it? Mm-hmm. Dude,
yeah,
that's killer. Dude.
This is just a caramel cheesecake on some puff pastry. That's all this is. It's almost like a toaster strudel.
How big is the jar of it?
It's like a tub. It's like a little. I'd say it's probably about that big.
No shit, dude.
That's probably a better diagram of it. Maybe
is it a good price? Like, is it gonna break the wallet?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Megan. She bought
it. Dude, that's how I am. Right? Send Marissa on that. Okay, so that's what makes Biggie big. I didn't mean to rush that. I quite literally was looking at our notes here. But this is what is new. This is what is new with our podcast. We're gonna start doing this every week. The trending online topic, right? So like this is along the lines of like 100 or 1,000. What was it? 1,000 men versus one gorilla type of deal. 100 men versus one gorilla.
There's 100 men versus one gorilla, and I think we'd win. Just say,
dude, gorilla would fuck us up. 100%.
The first couple men, they would go down in history, and then the rest of us would just beat the shit out of that gorilla. He can't take all of us.
I want to know, what does everybody think? Dude, I think the gorilla wins. Because here's the thing.
All I'm saying is if you get one dude to shout dicks out for Harambe, it's over. We win.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
we'd fight for the gorilla at that point. Dicks out for Harambe, we'd strip naked and be like,
he's not Harambe. He's not Harambe. Harambe's gone.
All right, dude, wait, hold on. Can we get it? Wait, can we give it a 5 second of silence for Harambe? Thank you. Anyways, so here is the trending online topic of the week.
I got one more funny.
Okay.
One for me and one for my homie.
Cheers.
Oh, miss you, Harambe.
The world was never the same. So, anyways, what we're doing though is a trending online topic of the week. So what I do is I pull it straight from the internet. It tells us what it is for the week. So here we go. It is labeled roommate court. Okay. A New York City comedian is gaining attention for hosting a roommate court where they settle various roommate disputes from throuple conflicts to pet related issues. Now, here's the thing. We're going to put a Red and Biggie twist on it, okay?
Okay.
Who would we choose to referee a court battle between us and our significant others? So we've already asked Marissa and Megan, you know, who they would choose as the comedian that they would choose to be the judge of our court case.
Okay.
I want you to go first. Okay, so first give me Megan's.
Megan, she chose somebody who's a little post. He's dead. Also, rest in peace. Rest in peace. She chose Robin Williams. One of the
dude, actually,
men.
You know what's sad though? I think this is the anniversary this week.
No kidding,
actually,
really?
I think isn't it today? Hold on. We're gonna look.
There's no way he committed suicide on your birthday. That's sad. Dude, that's so sad.
Michael Jackson. Dude, let me tell you, Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and there's another one that died on my birthday.
If it is Robin Williams, I'm gonna be really sad.
Oh, it wasn't. Why did I see news on it? It was August 11th. Anyways.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's the week of my birthday. That's great. That's fantastic.
We'll be doing a crab boil in honor. Okay.
Yeah. So she chose Robin Williams.
That's a good one, dude.
I feel like that's obvious. Yeah, he's just gonna be making a bunch of noises at me, being like, "Well, you're wrong," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't argue with you."
Yes, dude. He's like, you're like trying to plead your case, and he just pulls out Jumanjis.
He's just like, now, John, I see your point. However,
fucking tiger,
Jumanji, and I just get sucked into the board game. I lose.
Oh shit! Okay, so that's a good one. Who would you choose?
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
I picked. I know some people may not care for him. I think he's one of the funniest comedians we have today. I picked Tom Segura.
Dude, good.
Because
that's a good one.
Not that he would pick me to be right in the case, but he'd tell me a funny story while I'm trying to explain my story to him. You know what I mean? And the story he would tell would be infinitely better, and then it'd be the end of the episode. Yep. Like we wouldn't resolve anything. He would just be like, "So my kid tried to feed toilet water to Bert Kreischer," and it's like, you win, Tom. You're the winner. Like.
Okay, Tom Segura. Dude, don't they have? Okay, actually, this is a question before I go on. Doesn't him and Bert Kreischer have a tequila company together, or is it like one?
They have a vodka company.
The vodka. Okay, have you had it?
Yeah, I have it. That's the vodka I drink.
Is it? So it's pretty good then.
Dude, it's so good.
See, I'm not a vodka guy. But
if any of you guys want to try a really good vodka,
not sponsored by the way, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I'm shouting it out because I love them. They're funny, and it's good vodka. It's legit. You can
like it just tastes clean. Like it just tastes clean.
My wife was a Tito's woman for the longest time until
I bought
a bottle.
I'll die on that hill. It's awful vodka.
That's fine. You can. She loved Tito's. She tried Porto, so she's like, "Hey, this is what we drink from now on." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sold, 100%."
Just because we're giving
happy spouse, happy house. You know what I'm saying,
dude? Before I get into mine, just because we're giving some plus 21 beverages shout outs, dude. Not sponsored. Once again, obviously, people are like watching us daily. They're like, "Yeah, we know, guys. You fucking suck." Yeah. No, I'm just saying, legal purposes, not sponsored. Knob Creek, the maple one, dude. The maple Knob Creek, so good. You got that for me, dude.
You love
it's good, dude. Out here, it's expensive, man. $40 for a fucking bottle of it. Back in Wisconsin, dude, it was. Oh, it is. But back in Wisconsin, only like 25, 30.
Is it because it's made there? Or?
No, I don't know what it is. It's just more expensive here.
Huh.
Yeah, fun fact.
Interesting.
But anyways, back to the trading talk. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I remember I went to 3 different liquor stores trying to find that fucking drink for you.
Dude, it's so good, man. Like, okay, you've had it though. What was your experience on it? Like, it's good.
I hate liquor. I'm not a big drinker by any means.
Right.
So,
but like I would. This is what I'm gonna ask though. Like as far as like, because obviously you don't like liquor, but like as far as liquors that like if you had to like sip on one, would it be like would it be your last choice, or would it be like one of the like front where you're like I have to?
Probably be like top choices. Probably
Okay,
top 5.
dude, it's good, dude. It tastes like maple.
Yeah.
Like you get that straight maple flavor.
You get that taste, you get that smell. It definitely is like, oh, this would for me in my instance, it would be good if I was a drinker. You know what I mean? Like that would be something I'd probably have on my shelf, 100%.
Right. But yeah, no. So anyways, this was we were giving plus 21 drinks. Shout outs there, not sponsored. But back to the roommate court. Mine would have to be. Oh, I'll start with Marissa, dude. Marissa, this is why I love her, dude. Her comedy is like not like mine whatsoever, right? Like her humor is like if you were to be like, this is what Nick likes. Okay, we got to go total opposite end. For Marissa, this is why I love her. She chose and like it's not even like when I asked her comedian, she's I don't know too many comedians, and she tells me the name, and I go, all right, well that's not his name, but I know the name. So she chose Tim the Tool Man from the 1990 sitcom Tim the Tool Man Taylor. That's Tim Allen. Good old racist Tim Allen, baby.
I love it. I love it.
Santa Claus telling me I've been naughty more than once. So anyway, she chose Tim Allen. Love her for it.
I just feel like she'd go ho ho ho, like, you know what I mean? Like
she said
one of his weird noises.
Dude, she said she chose him because she likes the noises. She thinks it's funny. She said that like it'd be because I'd start arguing with them, like or some shit, and like fucking throw me off. So she chose Tim the Tool Man Taylor. It would, dude. I'd get pissed. Yeah. I chose if I'm gonna have a judge decide for me, I'm all about being non-biased. So give me Bobby Lee. He hates both redheads and Italians. So we're not Asian dogs. So Bobby Lee, you know, he'd be like, oh so sad, and then he'd also look at her and be like, oh so sad, or whatever the fuck he says. So and also fun fact about Bobby Lee, he used to be on MTV. Do you remember that show?
I remember that show.
Dude.
Key and Peele were on the show too.
Yes, they were. So from Mad TV, I remember two things. Okay, as a kid, right? And mind you, we were kids, dude. Like that.
I guess. Go ahead. You tell me one of them, and I'll see if I can guess the other.
Okay. Well, do you want me to go with the Bobby? I'll tell you the Bobby Lee one. I'm gonna see if you can guess the other one. Okay. So with Bobby Lee, my favorite skit of him was when he was Tank. I don't know if you remember him, but he was the small Asian dude. Everything we wanted to be, I'm Tank. He would try to flex, but he was so much like smaller than everybody else that it was just so funny. So that's why I dude, Bobby Lee and Mad TV was awesome. But you try to tell me what it is, and I would be shocked if you get this. Why I loved Mad TV.
Dude, I think I'm going just based off of what I remember from Mad TV. I think it's Stewart.
Fuck you, dude. Yes. Look what I can do. Stewart. Dude, Mad TV and Stewart was the best. Like, you have to imagine too, like as a parent nowadays, right? Like we are pretty laid back dads, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right? Like we will punish when it needs to be. Like we will, like, and that could be like a thing later down the road. We will discipline. Like we have no problem with that, right? We were raised in no shots at our parents. We were raised in not a traditional type of setting. And I think they would even acknowledge it today now too. But dude, just the fucking shit that like as a 5-6-year-old watching, Mom, can I watch Stewart? Like, that's bad, dude. It's fucking bad that your kid is asking for that.
It's bad, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like,
but yes.
It could have been worse. You know, you could have been watching like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It would have. It 100%. But I will say this. The Stewart thing, dude, was just ahead of its time, I feel like. I think I think people don't watch it now because Mad TV's old, but I think if Mad TV were to be on nowadays, Stewart would be the biggest hit. And I think so. And I don't know if Mad TV would have I don't know if the show itself would have been canceled, obviously. And I don't remember if Stewart was the biggest skit that they had.
It was probably the one that continued the most. I think they
you
had
think so? Is that what it was? Okay, so maybe that's why I liked it.
It could have been, yeah.
But
also,
dude.
I think in today's day and age, I think it would work really well. I think it'd work a lot better than Saturday Night Live.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes, I think SNL tries to.
Yeah, just based off of the humor that we have now, and maybe it's because we grew up watching it, but
maybe
Saturday Night Live doesn't really understand younger demographics. I think they're more focused on our parents kind of. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that, and I also think they try to be. Not to get into this, obviously, people know me in real life. You'll know I am very unique to this area. But I think they try to pay attention a little bit too much to politics, and so they vanilla it out. And although I am extremely anti one group right now, I still like that type of humor.
Right.
So yeah, so I think Mad TV would crush it right now.
I'll tell you one funny skit from Saturday Night Live.
Absolutely, do it while I take a bite of pizza.
I don't know how recent it is, but it's Tom Hanks and he's playing Jeopardy with two other people. And it's he plays a backwater hick or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's just I think he's actually got the MAGA hat on or whatever, and it shows him and he's going against I think two black people or something, and the categories are all very much black related, and one of the questions is what can a skinny woman do for you? And the answer is not a goddamn thing. And I think it's the funniest fucking thing in the world. I thought it was so fucking funny.
We'll have to. Sorry, I'm chewing in the camera, guys. You'll have to send me a video of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't seen that.
I'll see if I can find it real quick while we're having this conversation.
Okay. So, anyways, though, trending topic of the week: roommate court. We have Bobby Lee as Red's Choice, Tim the Tool Man as Riss. We have Biggie's as Tom Segura, and Megan's is Robin Williams. So I'd be curious to see what everybody else chooses.
The skit was called Black Jeopardy with Tom.
Black Jeopardy. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on one second.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, you're sending it to me? Yeah, okay, I'll just dude, that's just. Now, can I give an honorable mention?
Yeah,
Shane Gillis. I think he's a dude. Listen, if he were to ever come across this, I mean this respectfully, you're a shitty human being, but your fucking comedy, dude, is hilarious.
Is he a shitty? I don't know much about him. I just know that he's...
I mean, do you want the Reds official take on him? And I'll fucking no holds bar. I think he's a guy that tries to he tries to hit on both sides of the political spectrum. But he is extremely right wing, where I think he's very selfish, but I could be wrong, whatever, and I think that regardless of what side you are, I think we need to come together as people. So that's where I stand. But anyways, I think Shane Gillis, no holds bar. I think he's a shitty person deep down, but also he's super successful and he probably does more charity work than I do. So so he's probably better than me.
All I know is he's got a show called Tires, and he does beer commercials with Post Malone.
Yeah, so those commercials are good.
I like those commercials.
Funny. I need to watch Tires, dude. A lot of my friends recommend it. I need to watch it.
Any of it. I watched the first season, none of it. So
no, I haven't watched first season. But anyways, so we're talking about the trending topic. We already got that down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now the main topic of the actually no, we're gonna go news first. I know everybody's like, what the fuck's going on here? News first in video games. So Biggie, take us away.
Yeah. So you talking movies or video games? Which one is it?
Where we have news, just the news. Before the main topic. Yeah.
Okay. In recent news, I just want to let everybody know that Matt Reeves has finally finished his Batman script for Batman 2. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys saw this. So that means that we will hopefully get Batman 2 before World War 3, but I do not hold my breath on this. Just letting everybody know, don't get your hopes up. Robert Pattinson was even like, you know what, man, he gets it done when he gets it done. If I'm old, then I'm old. So
that's gonna be my question. Is I want to watch it, but I have not been following. And I was like, is it like the universe of Robert Pattinson? That's what I couldn't remember. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while, that they released the first one.
Yeah,
was that pre-COVID?
I think it was during COVID.
Was it? Okay. It was still 5 years.
Yeah, because I think it was they released it in theaters and on HBO Max like a week later or something. Like it was one of those.
No shit. Oh no, I remember. You know what? You're right. Yeah. Because I was about to say, I remember watching it on HBO. This was after we weren't living with each other anymore. But I remember it releasing on HBO, so I watched it. Yeah, because it was like, wasn't it like 3 hours? It was good. I liked it. Was that
3 hour long movie? Dude. It was a long fucking movie.
Was it Robert Pattinson's or was it Ben Affleck's version of Batman where they were like in a like alternate universe and it was like bad?
What do you mean?
The ending of the movie, post credits, they were like in like a wasteland.
Oh, you're talking Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's Ben Affleck, buddy.
Okay. I want to see that, dude.
Man.
You didn't weren't a fan. Dude, I liked Zack Snyder's movies, dude.
No, don't misconstrue my sadness for not wanting to watch it. That Batman movie that Ben Affleck was working on,
it was good.
I think it would have been amazing. I think the post-credit scene for Zack Snyder's Justice League, where they're in the wasteland and they have to, like, Joker and Batman have to put aside their differences and shit. That movie, in my opinion, probably would have been the highest-grossing movie of all time if they had actually just let this man do his job.
Yep.
But no, Warner Brothers, I hate to say it, they interfere too much, and they have nothing better to do than shit on their own pile of money and then be like, well, we don't want to touch it.
Warner Bros. Is fucking, this is just like my take on it. Warner Bros. Is notorious for interacting too much to where their IPs that are just fucking insane. It would crush anything Marvel, anything, anything. And they interfere with it. Like Shadow and Mordor bullshit, dude.
Oh my God.
Warner Bros. If they would have just continued with that, dude. Yeah, I'm with you on the Warner Bros.
Look at the Wonder Woman game that got canceled. You know what I mean?
Like Wonder Woman got canceled. I didn't see too much on that.
They had an Arkham Knight sequel they were working on where Batman would have been old.
Now, didn't they just release something on that? Didn't they just?
Yeah, they showed concept art. They showed concept art of
so
what
it's
that
not.
Batman game would look
like. What would have looked like? It's not being worked on. Okay.
It's not being.
That's sad.
On. As far as I'm aware, I guess. I mean, after the shit show that was Suicide Squad, who knows? You know what I mean? Like that's I don't know.
Warner Bros. Dude, like that's what's sad, man. Is like they have some fire stuff they could do. Okay, so
in other news, I mean, if you want to take this,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not a Fast and Furious guy, but apparently. Brian, I am not a Fast and Furious guy. Brian, that's the character of Paul Walker's.
Correct.
That's Paul Walker's character's name, right, Brian? Vin Diesel has said that he will be returning for the final Fast and Furious movie. Now, I know Paul Walker's dead. Rest in peace. We're talking about a lot of dead people in this episode. Yeah. Did his brother fill in for him?
He did
in one of the movies. Okay, so I imagine they'll do that again.
So, but. He did. Now, because this was so long ago, dude. Like, I want to say he filled in, but they had to CGI his face on. They do look similar, but I'm curious to see and I'm gonna be honest, dude. I haven't watched. I used to be such a big Fast and Furious fan.
I liked when they were about racing. Yeah.
Well, not even then, dude. I liked Fast and Furious 7. And I think that was like the last one I watched. I think they there is a point where like, even if it's good, you kind of overdo it. Like as far as like you just try to make too much money off of it. And I think they did that after Fast and Furious. Like when Paul Walker died, I think they should have ended it. Now I know that they had other plans before he died, to keep it going. But I think that you should have just ended it. And I think overall it would have been like better legacy wise. Cause like there's a point, like in my opinion, like for anything in the world where you can only make so much money and then it becomes about legacy.
Okay.
And I think that they missed the legacy point. They're now all about the money and the legacy will not be there because they went for the money.
I see. Okay.
That's just my take on it. But
so can I throw down some news for you?
Absolutely.
So do you know when the first Fast and Furious movie came out?
I'm gonna guess here.
Okay.
How many can you tell me how many movies there are?
I think there's 10.
And when was the last one?
2-3 years ago.
So it would have been 2022 worst case, right? Like earliest?
Yeah.
2002.
2001, buddy.
No shit, dude.
You're close.
So, we were early elementary.
I want to put this into perspective, okay? This movie, or this franchise, I guess, has been going for over 24 years as of this year. They still have to release, I think, a sequel and then a final, because they were talking about how they wanted 3 more movies. They wanted like 10, and then 10 was going to be like split into like 2 movies, but then they were like, well, we're going to split it into 3. So they got 10. I think they're going to have 11. I think they're going to end at 12. This franchise will be probably over 30 years old by the time it actually finishes.
You lose it.
I want you to think about how old Vin Diesel is now versus how old he was in 2001.
Dude, it's
24 years have passed, man. How?
And like the thing is like it's lost its original concept at this point.
Yeah,
because it's been so long. like, and this is one thing. Like movie franchises, dude. I'm gonna give a shout out to you, right? To Toy Story, because after Toy Story 4, I think it was it ended our generation of like Toy Story, like they were given away. Like Andy gave the toys away. Don't. Okay, well, regardless of which it was, they ended it, right? So like. Our generation was like, dude, Toy Story, this is where our thing ends. And now we can have our kids watch a new generation of it because it's a whole new story. Like maybe the concept's still the same, but main characters, it's different. Right. Fast and Furious didn't do that.
No.
They're like still going off of the Fast and Furious 1.
Yeah.
And now we're like 30 years old plus. And dude, listen, a lot of things happen in 30 years. I couldn't tell you what happened. Like I know Fast and Furious 2 was a prequel to like, was it 7? The one where
I don't know.
Fast and Furious 2 was like anyways.
I watched the first 2 movies and that was it. I've only seen the first 2 Fast and Furious movies because I was like, I heard Tokyo Drift sucked and it had nothing to do with the original story. And then I was like, I don't remember. I don't have to worry about it.
I've watched everyone except for the newest one. And I don't remember. I don't remember.
Kudos to them. I mean, I guess if you can keep it going, if you make that kind of money, cool. Good for you. But
at what point is it legacy, dude? Like you can only do like this, and this is like where people are like, you're fucking radical. No, like at what point do you have so much money or you have made so much money? The money doesn't matter at that point. It's about legacy. Where you know like if I had enough money to where like I never in my life had to worry about a single fucking thing, I can tell you right now, give it away. Legacy. I don't need to worry about it. Legacy. And that's how I operate. So like that's just my worldview. Like once you make so much, you need legacy, and if you go for money, it's gonna ruin everything. But
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Again, I've only seen the first 2 movies. I know a lot of people like Fast and Furious, and that's good for them.
They're cool movies. The CGI's on it cool. The cars are cool.
To me, I remember Fast and Furious being about racing, and then it stopped being about racing. You know what I mean? Like that's. I don't know. I agree. I guess you can only do so much with racing to begin with. You know what I mean? Like nobody's out here making Gran Turismo movies that last 5-6 movies long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Regardless,
Yeah.
Fast and Furious is 24 years old. Everybody have a good weekend.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We gotta hit the main topic, right? The
No,
main topic
yeah.
of the thing here. It's been trending. I guess this one has multiple topics. So sorry if you're viewing just for video game news, but um, we have ranked, and it's been trending here on social media. So that's why we're gonna do this. Me and you, so Red and Biggie, have ranked our top 5 video games of all time. I want to keep in mind before we dive into this, okay? Our top 5 video games of all time. This list is not, and I'm going to repeat, is not best overall game ranked by multiple people type of deal. This is our top 5 overall games of our personal choice for whatever reason. It could be personal memories. It could be this game was good, whatever. So, Biggie, I want you to start. I don't want you to think this is rude. I do gotta go take a leak real quick. I want you to start, Biggie. And we'll kind of. I mean, or you can, interact with them. Interact, whatever you want. Don't start with number 1 though.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I probably would have. All right, everybody. So now that you're stuck with me and just me, here is my top 5 favorite games of all time. And again, my top 5. It's all opinion based. That's life. Anyway, number 5 is Marvel's Spider-Man that came out in 2018. That was a great game. Really captured the element of what is Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. Spider-Man in this game is he works with Dr. Otto Octavius. I was gonna say he's a student, but he's not. He's a full-grown man. He works with Dr. Otto Octavius to help fund prosthetic limbs, I believe, that are controlled by the mind. And he meets Mr. Negative. He has to battle the Sinister Six, all this stuff. He has a real rough time. His mentor turns evil. His whole life goes to shit. His Aunt May dies. Spoiler alert. Sorry for those of you who didn't know. I love this game because it made me cry. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm an emotional person when it comes to Spider-Man. Every Spider-Man movie I fucking watch, I cry. Every Spider-Man game I play, I nearly cry. Spider-Man is probably the most nearest and dearest superhero to my heart. So playing this game and watching Aunt May die broke me almost as a human being. I'm better now because I've seen her die in live action as well. When No Way Home came out, Marissa Tomei, God rest in peace, that ass. I'm just living now. He's loving it.
I haven't played this one.
You haven't played Marvel Spider-Man?
I haven't. You're not gonna like this. The only Spider-Man I played is Miles Morales.
You know what? That one's not that good. But anyway,
that's why I didn't finish it.
That's my number 5 pick though, is Marvel Spider-Man 2018. Really good game. Number 4 is Fable 2. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Fable, the franchise. I've been waiting on the next game to come out for 20 years. Fable 2 though is the first Fable game that I've ever actually played. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. The role playing, the way you gathered experience, the spells, the combat, it all felt amazing. The world was funny, the characters were funny. The fact that you could hold a fart and accidentally shit your pants was amazing. I thought it was, dude. There's no that's.
I don't remember that, dude. Hold on, was that that was Fable 2?
Yeah, they had an expression wheel, and you could choose to fart. But if you held it and then you let go at the wrong time, you would shit your pants.
I don't remember that.
It's so good. And again, that's peak gameplay. Sorry, I got something in my eye. But that's that. Really, I know I'm probably hoping, I'm probably the only one hoping, but I hope the Fable series gets a remaster of some sort before the next Fable game comes out, but we'll see. Number 3 is Borderlands 2. I know. I don't know if it. We talked about it last podcast, but I'm going to say it on this one. We recently posted my retrospective take on Borderlands, the first one. So if you want, check over the YouTube channel. And
it was really good too, dude. I learned some shit because I didn't finish Borderlands 1.
Oh yeah.
I did agree with Chike. My favorite character.
Dude, he's so funny, and it's so sad what happens to him. He gets strung up by his ceiling fan. But yeah, so Borderlands 2. This one is, man, the best way to describe it. I paid a buddy of mine $20 to take me to Warsaw for the midnight release of this game. I was so excited for it. I was so excited that, you remember David?
I do.
So I bought this game.
Was he the one that took you?
No. I bought this game. I love this game. I paid with my own money. I then was like, I want to play this with people. So I convinced my mom to buy me an additional copy, and I gave it to David.
Oh. And we're talking Borderlands 2. We're talking Borderlands 2.
We played one time. And
David. Hold on. I got a message for David if he's listening. He's probably not. You're a piece of shit unless you follow us. Hear me, David?
Regardless, Borderlands 2, fantastic story.
No worries. Follow us. You're a piece of shit. I'm kidding, dude. I remember. No, I remember him, dude. He's a good dude. At the time, he's a good dude. I don't know. I can't speak on him now.
Yeah, I don't know what he's like now. But anyway, Borderlands 2, just fantastic game, great story. Actually has a story unlike the first one. It made me feel something. I cried for a character that I didn't think I'd cry for.
That's nuts, dude. That's nuts.
Yeah. Dishonored is my second one. Dishonored is the runner-up. I've got a tattoo.
Wait. You just mentioned it. And I was about to.
Okay.
I know you have Borderlands. Show him the Borderlands.
I got a Borderlands tattoo.
I was with him when he got that, and I wish I had the pic. I do have the picture. Let me put really quick side story on this. Dude, that picture of you getting that tattoo, you looked like you were having such an existential crisis. You were like that picture, you're like, I'm regretting this.
I bet I was. I don't. I have 4 tattoos. I regret one of them. Borderlands isn't that tattoo.
No?
Let me tell you. It's
can I ask, or are you like no? Like later.
You can ask.
Okay, this is a podcast thing. Yeah, like I want to know which one.
I regret my Game of Thrones tattoo.
What? Wait, where's that at?
Oh, that's on.
It's on my cock. Okay. Why do you regret it, dude? I didn't know you had that one actually.
Dude, so one, the Targaryens didn't win. Jon Snow didn't take the fucking throne like he should have.
I disagree with that.
There's that, and also the final season was garbage. Just shit, just absolute shit.
Can I? Okay, I disagree that the season was garbage. I disagree that the ending was garbage.
I think the ending was garbage. I think the entire final season was garbage. The only good thing that came out of that was the song by Florence and the Machine called "Jenny of Oldstone." So that's that.
That was good.
That's a good song. I have that on my phone actually. I bought it.
No shit. Dude, I haven't heard that in a while.
Dude, it's a banger. Anyway, so Dishonored, my number 2 pick. See, it's runner up, but you know what? It's still good nonetheless. Arcane Studios did a great job. I'm looking forward to their Blade game that they got coming out at some point.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
I didn't put that's gonna be good.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, no, Dishonored. Just I love the stealth mechanics of the game. I love the powers that you get. It's so good. I have honestly probably the first 3 or 4 levels memorized by heart, so I can actually run through them no problem. And just
no shit.
I love the game so much.
I've never played it. I know Dishonored, but I've never played
it. Dude, come on! You've never played it?
No, I think you need to play. You need to do a walkthrough on it because I've never watched it.
Dude, I'll stream it. I don't give a damn. I'll stream that
do
shit.
It. No, I want you to do it. I want you to stream it.
Okay, I'll stream it. We'll get it set up and I'll figure it out. I'll play it. So that's that. Number 1. This is probably no surprise to anybody because it's another game I have a tattoo of. Notice I got the top 3 tattooed on me. I'm trying to go for all 5 at some point. Bloodborne, man.
Bloodborne was the first Souls-like, right? Or no?
Bloodborne is a Souls-like. It's not the first one. I
think we talked about this actually, did we?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Bloodborne is it's a Souls-like game, obviously, and the best way to describe it is it's a quote-unquote monster hunting game turned eldritch horror.
Okay,
So
now, this is just someone that doesn't
yeah,
know what's Eldridge.
eldritch horror is like Cthulhu,
Oh, okay,
tentacles,
okay,
like horrors beyond imagination, pretty much.
okay.
So this game is just a fantastic game. The aesthetic of it, it's like Victorian old style kind of, housing and environment. Um, you run through the city of Yarnum, you're killing beasts, you're killing people because they're trying to kill you. Everybody's infected with a plague. You come across these monsters, cleric beasts, man, it's just so good. And then it starts to take a weird turn when you defeat Rom the vacuous spider. And then everything gets really creepy. Everything suddenly has tentacles. Things are spitting stuff out at you. You end up fighting something called the Moon Presence. You have to kill a wet nurse. It's a bonkers game. I'll play that on stream. I play that once a year. I don't care. I love that game so much. But yeah, those are my top 5.
Yeah, I've never played any. Like, I guess out of your top 5, I've never played Marvel's Spider-Man. No, you know what? I take that back. I did play the first one.
Okay.
I did play the first one. Tried playing Miles Morales. Didn't like it.
Okay.
Fable 2. I was actually a Fable 1 guy. I liked Fable 1. Fable 2. Yeah, well, Fable 2 came out and I was like, okay, it's all right. Like my personal opinion. Borderlands 2 never been, and I think it's because, like, if you allowed it when Borderlands 4 comes out, if we get a squad together and just play it front to back, I think I'd like it. I think the problem with Borderlands is that I've never had people to play with, so I was always soloing it, and then it was like repetitive for me. So it was like
a bit of a slog
whatever.
Sometimes,
yeah. And then Dishonored and Bloodborne, I know of Dishonored, never played it. Bloodborne, I don't know much about it. So I can't really rate yours, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Like, I can't. But like, once again, though, this is like personal list, so right. There's like reasons. Everything's kind of where it's at. Mm-hmm. But it's a good list, dude. Like, not a single one of those like would I ever like imagine. Like, if I'm going to if I'm going to someone and I'm like scrolling TikTok and I see top 5 games of all time, I wouldn't expect to see any of those. So that's a like really like like unique list, and I love that.
Fuck yeah, I'm unique.
I'm unique.
They called me special.
So many jokes, can't say them.
What about you, buddy? What's your top 5? What's your
shit, dude? Now this is where people are like, this motherfucker don't know games. Do I start from 1 or 5? 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
You start from 5. 1 is supposed to be your top pick, bro. Like,
so that's okay. So number 5 then. Okay, and this people that I guarantee you, I am the only person to have this game in my top 5. I guarantee you, in the world. In the world.
There's like 7.8 billion people on this planet. You
guarantee you, not a single person will have it in their top 5. Okay. I have Madden 07.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And here's why. Dude, here's why. Yeah. The gameplay of Madden, it's just a typical Madden game, right? Mm-hmm. It was the first one I owned. And it was, well, I shouldn't say the first one I owned, but like the first one that like I bought myself. It had Sean Alexander on the cover of it, so Seattle Seahawks running back. And when you created your player, it was the first one that I could remember that had superstar mode, where you like created your player and you played a career as them. Mm-hmm. What I loved about it was that you could choose the genetics of your player, and by that I mean you could choose the professions your parents had for backstory.
Oh, okay.
And on one of the random ones I had, where you could like generate random like things, my dad was a garbage man. My mom was a hairstylist. So it stuck with me as growing up as like a kid, because I was like, dude, that's me. And like being from a small area, this is where we get sentimental, right? like from the area we are from, I was like playing. I was the Chicago Bears running back. I'm not even a Bears fan, dude. First off, look at me. I'm an offensive lineman, right? Like, ain't running the goddamn ball. I'm fucking out of breath thinking of running the play, and but it was like, dude, you can do this, and that was the first, like, even though it was a video game, it's what got me interested into football because my parents were in the game.
Right.
So that's number 5. Okay. Also, soundtrack was pretty good too.
Oh, I bet 2007 probably had some good bangers.
Dude, it was bangers, dude. I think.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna interrupt your list. Do you remember the bangers on SmackDown versus Raw 2007?
Dude, oh my! Wasn't that ECW's year too? Like they introduced ECW with it, dude. Oh man,
some bangers.
That's like 6. I played the shit out of that, dude.
I remember I came over and we played a lot of that.
Dude, we did in that game room. Remember that fucking room?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Oh shit!
That's the first time I said shit. I was like,
and I looked at you, dude. I remember that shit. Oh my god.
Yep, so good.
But number four, and this is gonna be controversial to a lot because everyone hated the ending. I'll tell you why. Number 4, I have Mass Effect 3. Again. Mass Effect 3, and here's why. Not because I hated the ending. The original ending, I hated it. Right? Yeah, like, you know, a game knows they fucked up when they recreate the ending.
But they released DLC that says, hey, this is the real ending.
Mass Effect 3, though, was my number 4, and it was because at the time, and I don't know of any, that was the first time you could ever have a trilogy where every single decision you made in that trilogy affected the ending of that game. Every single one. Yeah. So that's why
Guess what?
Ending sucked.
No, that BioWare that you know and love is gone. They don't exist.
You know, anymore. Actually, you're about to shit your pants here. Did you know? So Marissa is a reader. She likes to read books.
Okay.
We went to the library.
Yeah. You told me you went and got a Mass Effect book. A Mass Effect book.
Yes, I am reading the Mass Effect book right now. Like, and it's in the universe of the Mass Effect Andromeda series, but it's not like it doesn't have any of those characters in it.
Okay.
And then I also got the whole Invincible comic book collection, like all in one book.
Shit. So I didn't know you got that.
Yeah, dude. If it was up here, I'd show it to you. Yeah, but I have that. At the library. So I'm trying to read through that. But number 3, and this one was, I almost put the first one of this series, but I chose this one because the open world exploration. I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I really enjoyed it, dude. I like ancient Greece. Yeah, you're like, fuck this shit, dude.
No, well, I'm like, that's a decision. That's a choice for sure. 100%.
I don't know what it was about it. So like, I didn't like Black Flag. Okay.
I didn't either.
And a lot of people like the ship combat and all this. I liked the ship stuff in Odyssey. And I also liked just like the Greek mythology. Like it was good to me. Like it was just really good. And like no other reason other than I put a shit ton of hours into it. And so I thought Odyssey was pretty cool. Now number 2, this one, if our viewers are our OG viewers, so maybe only Andrew Tanner would know this one.
He's probably going to be the only one. He's probably going to be the only one that's like, you know what? These lists are shit.
Yeah. Well, no, dude, I'm telling you, dude. Also, you know, shout out to our Russia viewers. That was weird as shit seeing on Spotify. We have 8% of our viewers fucking from Russia. Also, fuck your president. But anyways, next day, motherfucker was dead. So anyways, though, number 2, I have Star Wars Republic Commando.
I respect it.
Respect it. I if you haven't seen it, go to the May 4th episode. Dude, that game. It was fucking awesome. The bug guts when you would stab them with that thing through your wrist, getting on the visor, and the visor's just like, like it was just cool as a kid, dude. Yeah, it was cool as a kid.
Good game, yeah. I know they've remastered it or whatever, but I think they need to do like a full on like
no, yeah,
it's a sequel or remake or something. You know
so
what I mean?
the problem is, I think that was made by Lucas 343 or whatever it
No, it
was.
was made by 343.
Maybe not 34.
No,
Hold on, Lucas.
343 one.
No, no. Lucas Arts. Hold on, no. Let me look.
I know Lucas Arts isn't a thing anymore, but
yeah, I know it's not. It wasn't. Nope. I for whatever reason I thought it was. Anyways, I'm trying to actually look up who did make it.
probably Lucas Arts.
It was made by LucasArts. Yep. So, anyways, though, that game phenomenal. They do need. I think they would go as far as like the Oblivion remaster. Like, I think they need to kind of do that type of shit.
I think they need better than that, bro. The
I'd be for it.
The Oblivion remaster is nice because it's like an upgrade. It's like a nice new coat. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is.
But I think the Republic Commando was so good. That's all it needs.
You might be right. I'll let you have it. It's your pick. I'll let you have it.
So that's what I have at number 2, dude.
Okay.
But my number 1 is the only video game as of this point, 6/29 of 25, my 30 years of existence in this world. The only game to ever make me tear up.
Shut up.
The only game to make me tear up.
Here I am feeling like a pussy because I watched Spider-Man 5 times. I'm like,
no, dude. My number 1 game of all time, Gears of War 3. The story was fucking phenomenal. Like, when you think of trilogies, right? And I'm Gears of War after 3, they fucked it up. Okay? I am with those people that say they fucked it up. When you're talking trilogy, story, front to back, 1 through 3, it is the most perfect, in my opinion, of storyline.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, the most perfect. When Dom killed himself, and at this point, if you haven't played it, you're like, what? No, fuck you, dude.
He sacrificed himself. Let's
he did.
Give him that.
He did. But when he died, I actually was teary-eyed. And he wasn't even the character I was like attached to. Mm-hmm. Coltrane, dude. If Coltrane died at any point in those games, I would have quit playing it. Dude, Coltrane was my dude. Okay. It's the Coltrane, baby. So Gears of War 3 is the number 1 game of all time for me. And these, like I said, this list is not based off of like best game mechanics, best XYZ. It was personal, like sentimental, like that's how I rank a video game, right? When it's like, if you ask me what's my top 5, it's not what's the best gameplay, the smoothest graphics, whatever. It is what stuck with me the most. And then on top of all that, the multiplayer, I loved it, dude. And then the Horde mode, I think that was the first time they introduced Horde mode.
Oh, okay.
So Gears of War 3 is my 1 through 5. So once again, I got number 5, Madden 07. Number 4, Mass Effect 3. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Number 2, Star Wars Republic Commando. And number 1, Gears of War 3.
What year did Gears of War 3 come out?
I want to say we were in high school because I was also able to buy it with my own money.
Were you 15 when it came out? Or were
you 2011. So we would have been sophomores.
Would have been 16, somewhere around there?
15, 16.
So that's probably the game I got drunk off of, or the game I played drunk for the first time.
Maybe. I didn't have alcoholic beverages until I was out of high school.
I'll share the story if you want me to share the
story. No, dude, do it. Go ahead. By all means. We're at a minute 14 or an hour 14.
So I had a buddy. His name was Chris. You know him.
Yeah.
So he took me to his friend Robert's house, who had a bait shop, and I got fucking shit-faced off Canadian Mist. To the point that a lot of stuff happened that night. I'm trying, like I've already said, some
took a shit in the yard,
but, huh? No. Well, here's the here's the story. Okay, so I got so blacked out drunk, they took me inside the trailer from the bait house, tried handing me a pipe. I put it in my mouth wrong and burnt my mouth. They took it back. I went back outside, fell off their front porch. They proceeded to hand me a glass of apple juice, and I poured it in my eyes, and I started going, ah, because it burned, I guess. And
Oh my
then
gosh.
they took me back to the bait shop because Robert's dad leaned his head out the window and said, "Get him the fuck inside." And then they took me back to the bait house. I had thrown up on myself, so they took my shirt off, threw it in a washer, got it out of the washer, put it back on me.
They didn't dry it?
They didn't dry it. And then they went inside the trailer and slept and left me out in the bait shop. That's not the worst part. The worst part was I woke up. I smelled horrendous. I went inside. I took a shower, and when I took my pants off, I think, not 100% sure, but there's a turd on the floor, and I was like, that either came out of me or that was their dog, and I don't know what it was.
What the fuck?
So I got in the shower, cleaned myself up, got out, and then I left the turd there, and we went home.
Bro, you just straight up shit on the floor and like their dad's like there to clean it.
I don't know if I did or not.
That's funny, man. I got stories, but I can't share them, dude. I can't because I can't share them.
I don't think anybody. I don't think any of those people will listen to this podcast. It's the only reason I felt comfortable sharing.
Yeah. So unfortunately for me, the people I'll tell you what, if this ever becomes full time, I will tell chat stories, dude.
Okay.
You know I got some, man.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. I'm looking forward to them.
Oh my gosh, dude, the stories I got. Yep.
That was I shouldn't say that was my first time drinking. That was my second time drinking. Because the first time I was like 7 years old and I got in my mom's wine cooler.
Oh shit! I didn't know that, dude.
Yeah, she's not a fan of that.
Once again, not traditional households.
Non-traditional households. I didn't have a dad for a long time. Don't judge, all right?
Oh shit, dude.
But no, yeah, that's me. That's me probably shitting my pants, getting drunk.
You know, I can truthfully say I don't think I ever shit. I don't think I ever shit.
You know what? Good for you, because it's terrible. It's not good. It's not a good feeling to think that you shit on somebody's fucking rug in front of their toilet. Like
I said, if this ever becomes like where we make enough money where we can quit our jobs, dude, I will tell you guys some stories.
Oh, so good.
But dude, all right, well, excuse me. I appreciate you getting on here talking.
Appreciate you. I feel like you're about to end our friendship. You're like,
no, dude. I was fighting. I was fighting for my life there. No, I was fighting for my life right there, trying not to fucking burp and puke at the same time. But okay, so I guess the only other thing to say here for right now, dude, is if you guys haven't hit that subscribe, follow.
No, hold on.
Okay.
You haven't done your what makes red red. You haven't done that yet.
You're right.
You
know what? You're right. No. We're not gonna skip it. Here's what I'm gonna say for everybody listening. What makes red red, and this one I'm actually gonna be serious about. Okay. As you know, I have told you, off podcast, like while we're recording and stuff, that like I'm trying to be more positive in life. I think a lot more better things happen out of that. Not necessarily like because you're being positive, but just you're in a better headspace.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm trying to be more positive, but there's one thing that's bothering me, and this is going to go into the sports world. So for those of you that are interested in sports, this might kind of connect with you. Sports ball. But I'll start with this is I get pissed off, and what I get read about is that it seems to me news agencies and news in general doesn't cover what actually needs to be covered, or if they do, they cover it, but then like something else little will happen and then they diverge their coverage onto that rather than like what needs to be focused on in the media, right? And this isn't coming from a political background. This is like anything in general. So if someone tries to make it all about the left side of things, you're wrong. If someone tries to make it all about the right side of things, you're also fucking wrong. But this is going to be in the sports world. And not enough people are talking about the NFL collusion that was just ruled on this week.
Okay.
For those of you unaware of it, the NFL narrowly won a lawsuit going on about the owners colluding, essentially. And the problem with that is essentially the NFL owners were colluding to not offer like, and it's like verbal type of deal, right? It's not like they're going out and like written like, hey, we will not say this. Mm-hmm. But they were essentially not offering certain types of contracts because they didn't want to pay that money. So they essentially by doing this, they're saving money by not having to pay out this money that they're arguing that they don't want to pay. For example, guaranteed contracts. Okay. Now, that's not the only example of it, but that's the biggest one. And the reason they won it is because they started doing guaranteed contracts. But a prime example, and like I'm repping them today, you know, the Atlanta Falcons. They were one of the most obvious ones. I'm not. You probably wouldn't know this because you don't follow it, I guess. But before we got Michael Penix, who I think is going to be a really good fucking quarterback for the Falcons. I honestly think if we can get our defense around, the Falcons are going to be really fucking good. We had a chance to grab Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens, which hits home for you because you're a Ravens fan. Yeah. I would argue he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. When the Ravens didn't want to pay him the amount of money he wanted, mainly because he wanted guaranteed money. The Falcons were going to sign him, and all they had to do is essentially pay him the money and give up a draft pick. But when you have a player that good, that draft pick doesn't matter because he's going to be a Hall of Fame. He is a Hall of Fame, like future Hall of Famer. Like, and people, he can't pass. Like, dude, if you get all the bullshit out of the way, Lamar Jackson will be a Hall of Famer when his career's done.
Okay.
But at that time, guaranteed contracts were not a thing yet. Now, Deshaun Watson of the Cleveland Browns, you know, Deshaun Massage Pollard Watson, he was the first one, to my recollection, that got the fully guaranteed contract. And unfortunately, he's going to be the reason players don't get that anymore. Because after he got into all that legal trouble, he can't stay healthy. And I think he's played like fucking 10 games for the last 3 years.
Good God.
And I'm going to be honest, the dude should not even have had a chance. He was guilty. And I don't, people who defamation. No, dude, you were guilty. You're paying him off. But besides the fact, the NFL narrowly missed this. Okay. And this also adds on to the things with the NFL as far as like NFL Sunday Ticket. I don't know if people fucking buy that. I do. I'm a sucker. It sucks when you're like when you're a fan of an out of market team, which I think you know what that means, right? Like where it's just like
it's not some local,
right? It's not like your regions.
I'm a fan of Baltimore. Fan. We're not near Baltimore, so I don't get to watch.
So you wouldn't get to watch exactly. Yeah. So it's like they kind of do with the Sunday Ticket, but it's a completely different aspect of what's going on. The NFL, dude, and the media is not covering it because they're more concerned about XYZ overseas. I think that's a big issue, obviously, but I think you need to kind of fix what's within before we can fix what's without, or like outwards, right? And by them not focusing on it, it's allowing things that are broken on the within to continue. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what makes red is that the media coverage resulting in things from within is not what it should be. And because of that, it's making things worse.
Right. That's fair.
And it's dividing people even more. So that's what makes red. I'm trying to be more positive. Like I said, dude, I was in the factory. I was no AC. And now I am sitting at a desk in air condition. My life's good. I have a healthy baby, a loving fiance. Not much to complain about. But unless you put pineapple on pizza, I'll fucking fight you. But anyways, That's my what makes
your one and only warning,
dude. Yeah, that's my second, because if you listen to the first podcast, you'll know.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of callbacks in this,
dude. Yeah, good. Fucking watch them, you fucks. But anyways, that is my what makes red red. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching, listening. Yeah, nice eyes.
Thank you.
Biggie did release a video this week on the Borderlands retrospective. So go check that out if you haven't. I did release a Hell Is Us review on the demo. The more I think about it, the more I am excited about the game.
You think so?
I'm getting more excited about. I think there was just a lot going on that week, so I couldn't really appreciate. I love that. What it actually was, because it is another Dark Souls themed like style. So I'm like, oh great, another repetition. No, I think like the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like I actually, as I'm playing these other games, I'm like, dude, can Hell Is Us just come out? Like so I'm excited for it. But I did release that. We will have some try videos coming out. This weekend, me and you are going to record some eating challenge with the Applebee's wings.
Look out, Warsaw.
Yeah, we're coming for you. Hard coming. And yeah, dude, like I can't think. Oh, Sable, I'll have that Sable video up and going.
Yeah.
And then Death Is Us. Death Stranding. I'm currently working through for everybody to try to watch. The intro, dude, got me. Unfortunately, we were having recording issues when I was doing it, but hopefully it doesn't come through.
I just start over. You know what I mean? Like,
but well, we lose the surprise factor.
I mean, yeah,
that's the problem. But dude, Death Stranding. I'm gonna say this, like the part I've played. Mm-hmm. It kind of got me, dude. Like, I don't do horror, and I don't know if it is or not. Like, I haven't played, I don't know nothing much about it. But it got me just in the cave. It got me. Okay. So, if you haven't yet, though, the Red and Biggie podcast, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. We actually are posting on Instagram too, dude. So people need to go follow that over there. It'd mean a lot. And then the most important thing, if you are following us, do us a favor, share it. Invite people to like the page. That would mean a lot to us. It helps us. And I honestly, I haven't talked to you about it to you yet, but I think if we can get to a certain amount of followers, maybe not 100, maybe if we can do like 200 on Facebook, maybe we do a Funko giveaway.
Yeah.
Maybe we do a customized Funko. Me and you sign it, and they can get a Red and Biggie Funko that we make.
Hell yeah. That'd be cool.
And then I know that me and Marissa have been trying to discuss it. This is something we'll have to do later, but me with you and maybe Megan too. We are trying to figure out how to set up a shop to get our logos and stuff printed on stuff, and if people wouldn't mind, buying some merch and and then I think any of the proceeds that we make or any of the profit or anything doesn't go to us. It goes to either a charity or I think it goes into promoting the content.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's what we should do.
I would not be against putting it towards content, and then also
maybe say 50% goes towards charity, so that way the other 50% can go towards pushing our content.
Yeah, and then I was gonna suggest like maybe what is it? Is it the Animal Welfare League in Warsaw?
Maybe. I'm all for donating to animals, dude.
Well, I just mean like because that's where you got Ace. That's where we got Halo and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. I think mine was Pierston. I technically I got Ace from Pierston, but still, I mean it's animals, dude. Yeah, so 100%. I think we need to work on that, but just keep an eye on that, guys. But like I said, if you could follow us, subscribe to us, and if you already are, share the hell out of what we do. But with that being said, I'm Red.
I'm Biggie.
And we love you guys. Peace.
Bye.